Good evening, Gold Stars. Today is October 30th, 2019. I'm your host, Dom Gold. Tomorrow is the Day of the Dead, and this is the Dom Gold Update. So, we're gonna have a guest on later today. He's gonna pop in at any moment. It's gonna be a big surprise, kind of like Halloween. Is it will he bring a trick? Will he bring treats? I brought the candy. Tomorrow is Halloween. And that is why our song of the week is a soundtrack from the 2018 Halloween film. Now, I thought this was a great film. I wasn't expecting it to be. And what's interesting is I wasn't always a big horror fan, but within like the last 2 years maybe, I've really grown to love it. And John Carpenter's just a great director and a great composer, along with, I think his sibling, Cody Carpenter and Daives. They all did the soundtrack for this film. And it's just classic, like John Carpenter, good soundtrack, good movie. It retcons all of the sequels. So it's a sequel from the first film, and it goes right into this one. This is a sequel from the first film. If you haven't checked it out, and you like horror movies, you like a good slasher flick, I recommend it. It is Halloween season. Halloween is upon us. It is tomorrow. What are you doing? What are you dressing up as? What candy are you eating? My favorite are anything cookies and cream. We've got a cookies and cream outfit, but we'll get into that later. We'll get into the details of what we got going on and what I'm wearing under the desk. But I'm a big fan of cookies and cream. Great flavor, can't go wrong. Honestly, any cookie flavor, you can't go wrong, because I like cookie dough as well. How about you, Taylor? What's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy is anything that's free and in front of me.
We can arrange that. But what's interesting about the song of the week is that it is from a horror film. And not that I like to classify my film as a horror film, but it definitely takes from a lot of those elements. Because I have recently been inspired by horror films, I guess a lot of the influence in the cinematography and the soundtracking really, I guess, inspired me to make what I did. And we will be seeing a teaser for my film tonight, so if all your friends aren't tuned in, make sure to tell them to. We'll be seeing some footage never before shown. You've only seen screenshots, and that's if you follow the Daug Productions Instagram, maybe the Facebook. I think they're linked. So go to one of those places. You can see some screenshots. We've got the poster image up there as well. But we're going to see the exclusive teaser trailer for INTRUSOR tonight in just a few short minutes, however long we think it needs to take. So, I love this soundtrack we've got going here. It's real chill. I don't know if I'd study to it, but it's good. It's good music. And what's interesting is that I always have a song in mind when coming in here to talk about that kind of ties in with the rest of the show. So we've got Halloween, which was a film. I wouldn't say Halloween directly inspired me, but I definitely took some inspiration thinking back on the choices I made in my film. But then on my way driving out here, I always think of a different song I want to talk about, because it's just I'm playing music as I'm driving and something else comes on. So I will give a shout out to my song of the drive, which was Vaudville by a band called Priest. If any of you are familiar with the band Ghost, Priest are some ex-members, and they created a completely different kind of band, and I'm a big fan of Priest. So check it out. I think you can listen to that anywhere that you can find music. But moving right along, I was kind of hoping our guest would be here earlier, but he got lost, maybe on a spooky trail. Maybe Michael Myers is hunting him down, or who knows. But hopefully he makes it here safely, and we can have some discussion about our favorite Halloween animes. Obviously, I'm going to talk about Dorohedoro. That's going to be my number one on this show. We will talk about other animes, though. I wanted to talk about, so a lot of people are debating the fact that Dorohedoro is CG animated, which, you know, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of CG anime, but I think they did an excellent job on executing the style of the manga, and I don't think it's gonna be berserk, like I said before last week. I don't think it's gonna be bad animation. It looks pretty clean, pretty fluid. But some people were hating on, they're coming out with a Ghost in the Shell anime on Netflix. That's also a CG 3D animated show. And a lot of hate for it. But I think it looks really good. And I think they got a lot of the original creators for the show, from Ghost in the Shell to work on it. I haven't looked into it too much, but Netflix has been such a huge source for anime lately, and I don't think anyone expected it to. I mean, so many anime originals are coming out of Netflix. We got Devilman Crybaby back in, what was that, 2018? And now I think Dorohedoro is gonna be on Netflix, like I mentioned last week. I'm not sure. Thoughts on dark chocolate? Best chocolate, I will say. Now, I said cookies and cream's my favorite candy, but I don't even know if I want to consider like cookies and cream chocolate as like a chocolate. I feel like it rides the line, but dark chocolate is the superior chocolate, I will say that. And I'm glad that the viewers are interacting with each other, telling us what they think about dark chocolate. I think that's important. Now, the real question is, how much percentage of cacao do you like in your dark chocolate? Are you like a 75%, a 90%? Do you only like that like 52%? They get real specific with it, so. And I feel like they all have different flavors depending on where you source your chocolate from. That is not our guest. We're waiting for our guest. Again, like I said, he's lost. Maybe he stopped at too many houses to pick up some candy. I hope he's bringing candy. I only have the small bag here. But, back to 3D animes. Yeah, there's a lot of hate for it, so I want to know what people are thinking. Are you hating on 3D anime? Are you a fan of it? I know even like Rooster Teeth, they make their Genlock and Ruby. I know it's Ruby, but that W throws me off, everyone. I don't know, I watched all of Ruby. I personally wasn't a big fan of that, and so that would be a 3D anime that I didn't like. But I think if it comes down to a good plot and a good story, and the 3D visuals are compelling enough, I think the Ghost in the Shell, the trailer that they showed us, was compelling enough, and it looks good. It looks really good. I don't have a problem with it. I feel like what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of these studios that are trying to tell their stories, I mean, hand-drawn animation's not cheap. Like, it's really expensive, and some of these studios, 3D animation's kind of their only feasible way to get their story out there. And that's kind of what I saw with Dorohedoro, because Dorohedoro has kind of a cult following and isn't well known. So I can't imagine that they had a huge budget to do a whole hand-drawn anime for it. So I'm okay with them doing the 3D. I think it looks good. I'm really excited to see the first episode come January 12th, 2020. And I think, what's the name of the building you're in? I think our guest is here. Let's coordinate a tactical pickup for him. Taylor, I'm just
gonna go run out to the port and help him get on the deck.
Yeah, get him on board the ship.
I'll make sure that he doesn't walk the plank.
Yeah.
So that we can get him up. You know, he'll be dry when he comes in here. He won't have any stinky fish. You know, so.
Let me send you his phone number so you can go ahead and call him and direct him in. That'll be good. Oh, I love this jam we're playing right now.
You jam out a little bit, Tom.
I will jam out.
Talk to the people about what's good, and then when we come back, I'm really looking forward to seeing that teaser trailer later on in the show. There's no way I'm gonna leave this stream right now, because if I miss out on that trailer, I might as well just go jump off a cliff.
No, you might as well walk the plank off the ship.
There you go.
So as we're jamming, we're taking a little, I wouldn't say it's a break, because we're on a run here. We're going on a roll. I want to see what's going on in the comments. Who do we all got here tonight? Got 4 people here with us. Anything that's not 100% cacao. Okay, so you can go up to 99. It's your limit, but not 100. That's a correct opinion. That's turning an opinion into a fact. Very interesting. So, we're talking 3D anime, we're talking chocolate, we're talking horror movies. How do these all go together? They all go together here at the Dom Gold Update. But yeah, just thinking back on Netflix animes, I think 7 Deadly Sins is an exclusive on there, which is one I have yet to check out. We got Devilman Crybaby, again, like I said, loved that. Absolutely loved that. And what was so cool about Devilman Crybaby is that a lot of people didn't know about Devilman and didn't know that it was this really old anime that was a huge influence for things such as Evangelion and even JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, it was the first one to kind of do that type of conflict that it has. And we're paused here. Are you still looking for him? Is he lost below deck? Alright. But yeah, I thought, and Devilman Crybaby really brought attention to the original Devilman series. Did any of you guys watch Devilman Crybaby? I want to hear your thoughts, what you think. I know a lot of people have weird feelings about the really short animes that are like 10, 12 episodes long. I know a lot of people had a lot of feelings about Devilman because of how vulgar some of the parts are, how violent and explicit some of the content is in it. How do you feel about vulgar, explicit? I feel like anime has a lot of that. I mean, you see everyone's favorites like Berserk, Evangelion gets kind of explicit. Dorohedoro is very violent. It's got some naked ladies in it. It's got everything, you know, what everyone wants. Does sex and violence really sell? Is that why it's in anime? Or is that the genre? I'm trying to think of other animes that Netflix have brought to light, because they're going to put Ghost in the Shell on there, which is a new standalone thing. Now, going back to Ghost in the Shell, and going back to anime, new iterations of anime that kind of bring attention to the original, the Ghost in the Shell movie that came out kind of brought my attention to the Ghost in the Shell anime. I remember back when the Sci-Fi Network was trying to do anime, Ghost in the Shell was one of the things that they had on there. And I remember watching a few episodes and just like not getting it. It was a long time ago, and I don't know, I just didn't get into it. But then that Ghost in the Shell film came out, and it really made me look back at Ghost in the Shell. And I've yet to actually like read it or watch through the whole anime, but it's definitely on my list now because of that film. From what I've read in reviews, a lot of people were saying Ghost in the Shell really can only be done as a serialized like manga, because that's just how the story's told. So to try to condense it into a episode format, or even worse, a movie, and condense the story down to 2 hours, it just doesn't work. And that was really the only real bad criticism I heard about the Ghost in the Shell film, besides the fact of people not liking that they cast Scarlett Johansson as the lead, which, I don't know, it was interesting because the creator of Ghost in the Shell liked the casting. The rest of the I mean, other than that lead not being someone of, like, Japanese ethnicity, everyone else in the film was very diverse. It was a very diverse cast. And I feel like because of that one bad thing, the rest of what was a decent film got brushed under the rug and didn't do well. So if you're interested in it, and you're up in the air on your opinion on it, I definitely recommend checking out the Ghost in the Shell film. Live-action anime iterations are always so interesting to me because they're just either a big flop or they're good. We've gotten 2 different Death Note live-action. Going back to Netflix, they did their live-action one. I thought it was atrocious. The cinematography was actually pretty decent, but the actors just were not good. It was not well casted other than Willem Dafoe as Ryuk. I always saw Willem Dafoe as Ryuk even before he was even in question of being casted as him. And then there's the Japanese live-action Death Note film, which also is it follows the anime very loosely. just like the Netflix adaptation followed it even far more loosely, because instead of it taking place in Tokyo, it took place in Seattle, I think. He wasn't Light Yagami anymore, he was Light Turner. I don't know, they just Americanized it, and it was weird, and I didn't like it, and for some reason L had like a Blade Runner gun in it. It was weird. Did anyone else catch that when he was chasing him, he had a handgun that looked like it was something out of Blade Runner? Did you watch that, Taylor? Did you watch the Death Note live action film on Netflix?
Oh yeah, big fan. Absolutely loved it. So what I would suggest is, you've been talking a lot of talk about these 3D animations. Why don't we watch the Ghost in the Shell trailer?
Yeah, let's go ahead and show that up there. Let's see. If you haven't seen it yet, let's get your opinion. It's real short, so.
Noise がないって素晴らしいわ。
Now, obviously, we didn't see a lot. We just saw, we saw Major, we saw a car, we saw a desert. But I don't know. I have hopes for it. Netflix, I feel like, is starting to do a better job with their anime. Again, I think Dorohedoro is going to be on Netflix. I haven't gotten that confirmed yet. No one's confirmed it for me yet. I might have to do some digging. I'll do some more digging. We'll get back to you next week on that. But in the Halloween spirit, like I've said, Dorohedoro, very Halloween. Death Note, that could be spooky, I'd say. I'm trying to think of other animes that take place, like, on Halloween. I mean, most animes will have, like, a little... Oh, our walls are falling apart in here. I don't know if that got caught on camera. No? Okay. But, yeah. We're waiting for our guest. He's almost here. I think he's below deck. We gotta bring him up up to the steering wheel so we can steer this ship to the bright island of conversation that we will arrive to.
So I sent a messenger pigeon out to Jab.
Okay.
And the messenger pigeon came back and said that he was indeed battling a couple of giant squids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's just...
That's no Michael Myers.
No, he's got a few minutes of delay, but
all right.
But the pigeons made it clear that this was not the type of squid situation that was going to really delay him that long.
Oh, well, perfect. He'll get that squid. We'll have some fried calamari. We'll eat it with our white chocolate, cookies and cream candy. It'll be great.
It'll be great.
Now, as we're talking about Dorohedoro, as we're always going to do, obviously, there was a segment that I didn't do last week called Figure of the Week, and we'll have a cool bump for that next time we do it. But I wanted to talk about figures, because they're very synonymous with anime culture, obviously. You got your anime figures. So the one I wanted to highlight this week was the Shin 3-0 figure, which is one that I have in my collection. And if you check out my figure update that I have on my channel here, you'll see that in the case. 3-0 is an interesting company. They make a lot of 6th scale figures with real clothes, super posable, super high detail, higher end, higher price figures. This was one that I had pre-ordered, could not miss out on, because I missed out. There's a Kaiman, which is the main character of Dorohedoro, and I missed out on him, and now he's worth up to $500 now. These 3-0 figures spike. This one is already doubled in price now, but this is Shin. Can we pull up the other picture as well? We're gonna have the other picture up here too. So we've got him there with his heart mask. He comes with a dismembered body as well as a trash bag. Just Shin things from Dorohedoro. I have him displayed with his face head and have him holding the mask, similar to this image here. Similar to the image we're going to see. But I do have him in his suit, and he's standing there proudly with his trash bag, holding the dismembered body. He's got his hammer on the hip. Who out there is a figure collector? Who else does this? Because I have a full glass case full of anime figures, video game figures, movie figures. I've got it all. I could talk figures all day. But 3-0 is really interesting. They make a lot, and they make a lot of diverse things too. They make anime, they've done movies, they've done all kinds of things. They do original characters that they make figures of too. And I don't know, a lot of people try to get real specific with the type of figures that they collect. Some people only collect real clothing ones. Some people only collect like hard plastic. I'm a fan of all of them. I'm a fan of the real clothes, the hard plastic NECAs, McFarlane, Figma. We're just gonna name drop all of them. So, but that's our figure for the week. I love that figure. It's very impressive. It's the largest one in my case. It is a 6th scale figure. So it stands about 12 inches tall. Really cool stuff. So we're gonna be wearing, obviously, Dorohedoro is gonna go all through the week because Anime Week in Atlanta is tomorrow. I wanted to have more for you guys on the cast today, but one of the reasons why we're still kind of getting everything worked out, we don't have our bumps, is because Anime Week in Atlanta is this weekend, and I've been so busy getting ready for that, getting all my cosplays done for it, making sure hotel reservations done, making sure everyone's getting there on time. You know how that goes. So, but I'm going to be bringing Dokuga from Dorohedoro. We're going to be wearing Onasui, a wedding version from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6. And come in next week, because we will have photos of all these. So, and you'll get them first here live. Well, you'll probably get them first on my Instagram. I'll probably make a post. But you'll get the heavy deets live here first thing Wednesday. So make sure you have that notification button turned on so you know when we go live, since we are still figuring out our bugs. Today we went live at 5:15. Our goal was 5. Last week our goal was 5. We went on at 6:30. So it's up in the air. And maybe we'll have a guest that doesn't have to fight so many squids and they'll be here on time so we can talk about things. Because Jab is actually also going to be attending AWA. I think we're going to be collabing on some things there, so stay tuned again to see what comes. I'm not sure if we're doing another YouTube poop panel. I think he's supposed to deliver that information here live on the cast. So once he gets here, we'll know.
We should get flyers for all the events that you go to.
We should. I think we should get some flyers.
And on the flyers, it can say that you go live.
On Wednesdays, yeah.
And it go live at a certain time, and that'll make us a lot more disciplined in making sure we go live at that time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm already impressed with us right now that we have now done a consecutive Wednesday.
Yeah. No, this is good things.
Because usually when I've tried to do so many different types of podcasts. I had another podcast that was going to focus on independent artists. And every week I was going to have an independent artist on and showcase what they do. We filmed a couple episodes of that. We had actors, we had a novelist, we had a painter, and that was good. And we had some good people. I was working with some good people on that, but it just didn't work out. I've tried to do a couple other podcast things. I've been on a few podcasts. I've been on the Mega 64 podcasts. I've been on your podcasts.
Oh, yeah. How would you like to, while we're waiting on the Squid Slayer, kind of go through and look at some anime memes?
Some anime do some live anime meme updates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did want to get into discussion about some of the newer animes that are out there. We've got Promare, and we have Demon Slayer, and I've yet to even check any of them out. Some kind of anime connoisseur I am, right? Dominic, you haven't even watched Promare? You haven't even seen Demon Slayer?
Been slacking.
I've been slacking, I know, and you're gonna hate on me. Literally, only thing I know about Demon Slayer is there's a guy named, I think his name's Inosuke?
Yeah, don't be a hater.
And he's got a pig head. He's like Peppa Pig.
Right.
Yeah.
It's what you'd expect.
And he's got some saw swords. Everyone's got like a special sword. This is what I've captured from Demon Slayer. I know this weekend at Anime Week in Atlanta, I'm gonna be seeing a lot of Demon Slayer cosplayers. I'll be able to recognize them, but I know nothing about the show. We'll dive more into it. I'll do the deets. But Dorohedoro got announced, and I was just so excited for that I feel like I have to be the forefront advertiser for it. I have to make sure everyone knows and that it doesn't go under the radar. So, and then Promare, I wanted to catch it in theaters and then it just didn't work out. We got some anime memes behind us. I'm trying to see if I can see those. But I've heard a lot of good things about Promare. I love Studio Trigger. That's who did it, right? Comments, yell at me if I'm wrong. I might be completely illiterate and uneducated tonight, so just bear with me. It's been a long week. Didn't get everything done today that I wanted to, but we're still here, and the show must go on.
Dom, we're gonna do this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. Boom. Now we've got the memes behind you,
All right.
and then we'll go full screen. Can you see that?
I can see it now.
So tell me about these memes that you're seeing.
All right. Weebs hearing native English speakers dubbing anime. Oh, wait. I have to get out of the way so I can read it. Weebs hearing Japanese people speak broken English in anime. I can't see that other image because the chair's blocking it.
Rate that meme.
I'm going to give that meme a 2.
A 2 out of 3?
No, just a 2. Not out of anything.
Just a 2.
It gets a 2. Now, that's another debate that people have that I feel like it doesn't go hand in hand with 3D anime debate, but it is up there with the 3D anime debate, and that's dubbed or subbed.
Right.
Another one, the dust.
I don't know if this is even...
They're gonna bite. Another one's gonna bite the dust. You know.
There we go.
Anime
Dust.
things.
Another one.
Is this Doki Doki Literature Club? I feel like I've been out of the loop recently. I've been watching too many horror movies and not enough anime.
Wow, a lot of weeb comments.
A lot of weebs. That's what we all are, though. But, dubbed or subbed? Do you like the Japanese dub? Do you like the English dub? I am a big Japanese dub fan. I know a lot of people are like, well, but then you have to read the subtitles and you can't pay attention to the animation or whatever. I say that's bogus. I think you can look at both at the same time. There are a few animes I will make exceptions for that I like the English dub better. One being Dragon Ball Z. English dub's better, hands down. Goku's Japanese voice, I don't like it. It's too high-pitched. I don't think it's fitting. I love his English voice. And I might have bias because I grew up with the Dragon Ball dub, but I digress. I also really like the Evangelion English dub, to be honest. I love 90s cheesy anime dubs. I think they're great. I think it's really fitting of that time. I associate 90s anime with their 90s anime dubs. I mean, I grew up on 4Kids watching Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And all those English dubs and all the 4Kids edits where they'd edit out the rice balls to be cheeseburgers just so the kids could relate. So, very nostalgic stuff to me. But, overall, I'm a sub man. I like that subbed anime. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I feel like, is a great example of that because the voice acting in that anime is so good for the Japanese. And then the English just doesn't work. The jokes don't sell as well with the English voices. Okay, wait. I see that one you're pulling up over there. I recognized it because it's Demon Slayer. And I recognize it because it's Pokemon. But I don't know the name of the Demon Slayer character. I was actually at a Halloween party recently.
Squirtle and Tanjiro.
Tanjiro. Okay. I was at a Halloween party recently, and someone was dressed up as Tanjiro. Now, I was dressed up just in full checkerboard, and I was saying I was off the wall. And
nice.
And I went up to him and told him he was cramping my style with that checkered jacket, trying to be a green checkered van.
That's classy, man. I like that. I like the fun.
The fun. It's all about the fun. What do we got going up in the chat here? Oh, someone wants an anime newbie recommendation. Now, I'm a big fan of Go Big or Go Home, so I'm gonna tell you jump right into like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or, you know, go to a classic like Cowboy Bebop, or Gurren Lagann, something maybe that's short like Gurren Lagann, or, I wouldn't say don't jump into like One Piece or something.
That's too long. I don't commit to like a 900 episode anime. I know a lot of people who got into Naruto first, and because Naruto's so many episodes, like that was the only anime they knew because they spent so much time watching all of it. So for a newbie, I definitely recommend something that currently doesn't have a lot of episodes, or even better yet, is an anime that is only a couple episodes. Darling in the Franxx was only like 26 episodes. I don't know if that'd be a good one for a newbie, but maybe once you watch 2 or 3 animes, I'd throw that in there. I'd say it's still pretty relevant. It's a 2018, 2019, 2017 anime. I think I had this debate last week. Time's a made-up construct, so. But I like My Hero Academia. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it gets kind of overhyped. But I will admit that it is a very good anime for a newcomer. Because 1, you can stay relevant. 2, there's only 3 seasons out, so it's not too many episodes. And 3, it's an easy watch, and there's not too much fan servicey anime stuff. It's not too violent. It sits in a really good spot. And it's similar to Naruto. It's just the characters are a little more well developed. So I would recommend that as well. Personally, I wouldn't start there, but that's just me being an anime elitist. So you can hate on me. But those are my recommendations. Definitely check out Studio Trigger stuff. Gurren Lagann, Gainax, all that good classic stuff. Kill la Kill, a lot of people love Kill la Kill. So those would be my newcomer recommendations. Taylor, what was the first anime you saw?
I'm not sure if it's considered anime, and this is definitely gonna cramp some style.
Oh, I don't know if we can allow this, so we'll give you this one chance.
Attack on Titan.
Okay, yeah, no, that's an anime. And what's interesting about Attack on Titan is that I've heard, because the manga for that series is so ahead of where the anime is, because the anime got such a long hiatus. And the manga's just so far ahead. I heard the manga's really good for Attack on Titan. But because the anime's so far behind, it's just, it can't keep up. So, another anime that got super delayed was One Punch Man, because I got super into that when like the first season came out. And I know, again, that's another anime where the manga's just so far ahead of where the anime is. And the anime was like on hiatus for 2 years. Or 3, I don't even know. For a long time, because the entirety of what is out for the My Hero anime came out between the first season of One Punch Man and the second season even airing. And we already got 3 seasons of My Hero Academia. That's ridiculous. And I haven't even watched season 2 of One Punch Man yet because they made it a Hulu exclusive. I don't know. Streaming services, man. We've talked a lot about anime on Netflix, but we also have Crunchyroll. We've got some other anime. We've got I think Funimation has their own streaming app. What is your favorite place to stream anime? I know I've done some stuff for Crunchyroll. We do the real or fake anime. You can check that out on Thomas Sanders' page. Those might have been moved to the Thomas Sanders and Friends YouTube. But if you look up real or fake anime, you'll see me, you'll see Thomas. There's about 7, 8, 9 episodes of that. We've done a lot. There's one where I am in cosplay. I am Aikawa from My Hero Academia. So I know I was hating on it a bit, but I did cosplay from it. I put Thomas in my Joseph Joestar cosplay. That's a really fun one. And that's a Halloween one as well. We did that, was that last year? 2 years ago? Go back and watch it. You'll see. But it is Halloween themed. We do spooky anime. And I should have watched that before I came here because I would have refreshed my mind on what animes were Halloween and which ones were spooky.
Do you want to call in our Squid?
Our Squid killer? Do I want to call
hunter?
him?
I can call him in and he can join us here.
Oh, on the phone?
On the cellular
On
waves.
the cellular device. Okay. He's going to fight squids and talk to us.
Yeah.
That's a real hero. And a real human being, I'd say.
Hey, what's going on?
Is this Domino's Pizza?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
So, where you at, man?
Yeah, you're fighting a squid, I heard. You gotta get on board the ship.
So like, I took both addresses you guys gave me, but I'm still like on this highway. I'm not too sure what the building is.
True.
Should I send you my location?
Yeah, that might be better at this point.
Okay.
I can do it.
Okay, you can do it. Just so you know, Jab, you are live right now on the cast. We figured we'd call you.
I am live.
We figured.
What's up, Dom's audience? Sorry, I'm incompetent with directions. I'll be there soon. We'll be having a really entertaining show going on.
Yeah, we do.
I've been watching Dom do an awesome job by himself while I was driving very illegally.
Do you have an iPhone?
I do not. I have an Android.
Might be tough to share the location.
Where am I now?
I know we've all had this issue with our friends before with locations.
Yeah.
Common issue. Well, Jab, I've talked a lot about things that I wanted to discuss with you, like such as favorite Halloween anime or Halloween esque horror anime, perhaps.
Oh, favorite Halloween anime. That's a toughie.
Yeah. Yeah, you can wait until you get in here.
What was that?
Oh wait, you had an answer?
I think one of the first things that come to mind is Knife Party. Have you ever seen Knife Party?
Yeah, okay. There's a game that's based off of a game, right?
Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. Not Knife Party, Corpse Party.
Corpse Party. Yeah, that I knew what you meant. Knife Party's the EDM artist. Corpse Party's the one. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm dumb.
No, you're good. I knew exactly what you meant. Yeah, there's a game of Corpse Party. I've heard a little bit about that. That kind of brings me back to like Higurashi. Did you watch that back in the day?
Oh, Higurashi when they fry.
Yeah. That was like
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of school kids killing people. You know what? I'll have to dig up a picture of it, but I remember because I was like 10 when that anime came out, and I dressed up. I can't even remember the character's name, but there's a guy in the anime, and he kills people with a baseball bat. And I remember I dressed up as him for Halloween one year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like 10, 11-year-old me, like dressed up as this weird anime horror. We can call him an icon. I feel like Higurashi's pretty iconic when it comes to horror animes. I'd group it in with a classic, early 2000s classic.
Okay, I am. Yo, what's up?
Could you give us some info on where your ship is currently sailing, so we might be able to direct you easier?
Yeah, my ship is currently parked at this warehouse called White Cap Construction Supply. Am I close?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one that's past our location? You should have passed.
Did I pass it?
I think you might have passed it because I think the first time I ever came out here, I ended up there. This is directions cast tonight.
Yeah. We've got about 20 minutes before we're gonna have to cut off.
Yeah, and we do have to fit in a teaser trailer at the end. But there should have been a building you passed that had a bunch of giant red trees in front of it. Red solar panel trees.
Red solar panel. Okay, so I'll make a U-turn.
Make a U-turn. You'll have to look at your left. And you should see a big, like, solar paneled covered warehouse office-ish space.
Okay, sounds good. I'll keep looking left then, and hopefully I'll be there by the time the teaser trailer pops up.
Cool.
All right, yeah, and just give this number a call when you get up to the big trucks.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, see you in a bit.
All right.
So that was direction, the direction portion of the cast. We're gonna go ahead and move over. We're talking about movies. I know we talked about Halloween, but we were mostly talking about the soundtrack. I had recently been marathoning. I know, I'm trying to like run away from anime and go back to horror films. I've been watching the Hellraiser films because there's like 9 of them. Have you ever seen Hellraiser, Taylor?
Oh yeah, huge Hellraiser fan.
Oh yeah. There's like 9 of them now. So I've watched the first 3, and I've seen the newest one that's on Netflix. We're always anime, horror movies, I think are the biggest things on Netflix currently, probably. So Netflix, if you want to sponsor us, that'd be great. But good old Clive Barker and his Hellraiser films. What's interesting about these movies is none of them are really good. Because the plots are all over the place. The scripting's weird. The acting's fun. But I just appreciate it so much for the makeup effects and all the crazy monsters, all the Cenobites and stuff. I might have talked about that. Well, the reason why I bring it up is because I wore the Hellraiser outfit last week. So I figured I'd talk about Hellraiser a bit more now. I think the 3rd one so far has been my favorite, just because it gets so silly. There's like a man who has like CDs sliced through his head, and he's walking through the street like shooting CDs out at people. It gets ridiculous. They're great. And the one on Netflix was actually pretty good too. It's shot like a music video. The whole thing feels like a music video, but it's a lot of fun. And if we're moving down the list, I'll go ahead and show off this week's outfit. So we have a Dorohedoro shirt that Courtney found for me on AliExpress. This is the Devil Dustin from Dorohedoro. This is one of like the chapter covers, but I thought it was real cool. I thought I'd get real confusing with the checkered pants, checkered headband. I wear this headband a lot, and people like to call me Zappelli from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Kind of like his hat. It's checkerboarded. Got the checkerboard headband. You can call me Zappelli if you want. We're rocking the Adidas bag, Adidas shoes. Got the whole fit. So that was a find off of AliExpress. It's got one of those, it's got like that silky all over print material, kind of like the Ahyegal shirts.
I think I've heard some people refer to it as AliExpress.
Ali?
Yeah.
Like Prince Ali?
Well, because it's a subsidiary of the company Alibaba.
Is it really?
Which is the biggest online retailer in the world other than Amazon.
Interesting. I've heard AliExpress, but I don't know, it's like the Wish, but specifically for clothing.
Yeah.
You ever use Wish?
I don't get into that as much as I used to back in my punk rock days.
Right. If you check out one of my previous updates, I do go over some stuff I ordered on Wish. I think that is my figure update. No. Cassette update. I show off my cassette collection.
Let's go on Amazon.
Amazon? And look up
anime t-shirts.
Anime
What
shirts?
should I look up?
Honestly, I want to see what the first thing you get when you put anime shirt.
Anime? Oh, you've heard of anime? See, the thing about anime for me is that it's got that A just right there at the beginning.
The big old A.
You know?
Start of the alphabet. It's up there with Amazon, anime.
Anime. First thing, no game. No Life Zero. English subtitle.
Is that even a t-shirt? Oh,
It's not a t-shirt.
You just looked up anime.
The word anime.
Oh, wow.
Ba-bang. So we've got all kinds of cool stuff. Oh, here's the first one is ramen t-shirt, cat, kawaii.
Oh, it's not even a specific anime. It's just some cute artwork.
I like that. So let's go down this rabbit hole.
Is that just a Crunchyroll subscription?
It might be. So they've got that going on. That's pretty cute. Let's see what they have suggested.
And you know, if you're a big fan of t-shirts, if you go to daug.threadless.com, I have some t-shirts of my own. And maybe we'll get a cute anime design put up on there soon. Right now we've got
.threadless.com?
Yeah. DALG.threadless.com.
We're gonna do a little commercial here, everyone. You can buy Dom Gold logo shirts. You can buy, I've got a few Dr. Cowboy merchandise on there. Little Dr. Cowboy head. We've got Daytona Armstrong's logo. If you don't know who that is, head on over to the Daug Productions YouTube and check out Dr. Cowboy. It's a series I did. Season 1 is in development.
How many of the triple XLs are you selling? Is that the most popular one?
I have no idea. I have to check my store analytics. I've sold a few shirts recently though.
I think everyone's favorite purchase has either been the tank top or the sweater.
Nice.
So those are hot right now.
Look
and
at that.
if you see, you can actually get the logo on leggings too. I've got that set up on there.
Oh wow.
So there's a lot of, I think I even have it set up so you can buy a onesie for your baby. Whoever buys a Dom Gold onesie for their baby will win a prize. No guarantee on when it will be delivered, but I guarantee you will win a prize. So the first person to tweet at me,
Bang,
a picture of their baby wearing a Dom Gold onesie, you won something.
I feel like these would do a lot for my form.
I feel like too. Honestly, I was gonna order them and see how they looked on me. Maybe wear them as like compression pants when I go to the gym.
Yeah, that'd be
flex
awesome.
off. That's where I'm headed after this. I gotta get that anime body for this weekend. I gotta be all toned. I might be wearing 2 more Dorohedoro cosplays this weekend. Actually, it'll be a surprise. But if you know the ones I've done before, you could probably guess which one I'd specifically want to be toned for. If you know, give a shout out in the comments. I'd like to see if you all have been paying attention and keeping track of what we're doing here.
Dom, this is so you. This t-shirt that's on Amazon.
What's to say? Warning.
May spontaneously start talking about anime.
Oof.
Isn't that relatable for guys like us?
Wow. Same. Big relate. Me mood. Big same.
I once went outside and it wasn't as good as anime. That's me.
Is it?
That is me.
You went outside once?
Well, on Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How's the Minecraft economy lately?
The Minecraft economy?
Yeah.
It's been tanking.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a shame. I thought it got an influence because like all the kids went to Fortnite, so then a bunch of like older people went back to Minecraft because it wasn't flooded with children.
Well, no, that people have been playing it a lot. It's just the in-game economy.
Oh, the actual
really
in-game, like the diamonds.
Really been struggling. Yeah, there's been a big inflation.
Right. Too many
issue.
people took out their Minecraft credit cards.
Yeah, and they just elected this big business leader guy.
Oh yeah.
So and he's very controversial.
Oh, is he more of a Roblox fan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we've got some competing parties. I want to hear right now in the comments. If you're watching this pre-recorded, I still want to see in the comments Minecraft or Roblox and why.
And also,
I want to add to that. Which is more anime? Is Minecraft or Roblox more anime? Because I feel like Roblox, you got some more customization there. I feel like they're a strong competitor. That's a hard word to say sometimes.
What I want to know is which would the audience like to see you play?
Yeah, which would you like to see me play? Now, I did just get a brand new phone, and what I thought was interesting is at the keynote for the phone, they stressed how good the phone is at playing mobile games. And I put out a tweet recently asking people, what are some of the best mobile games? And, you know, I've heard Call of Duty has a mobile game, Fortnite's on mobile, PUBG, we know about it. There's Minecraft mobile. There's got to be Roblox mobile. I don't know that for sure, but there's got to be. The new Five Nights at Freddy's is on mobile now. The 6th game, I believe.
Yeah.
It's a shame they canceled the movie for that, or at least completely halted production.
I got a question for you. So you see this model?
I do see this
Do you
model.
ever look at models on like Amazon and stuff and like wonder what they're doing now? Like where are they now?
Well, I mean, usually it's depending on the company. It's probably someone who works in-house for that company.
Right. Well, I mean, there's a lot of like green screens, I would imagine, just
Oh yeah, I mean, I do some Amazon listings for some of the work I do for some companies. So I don't know. It's usually someone who works with the person who's doing the listing.
So how long is this promo?
It is a minute long, so
Okay, so we have plenty of time.
we can wait right up until the very last second. I know the anticipation is killing you all to see the Intruser teaser.
You probably clicked on this because you wanted to be entertained, and instead you're dying.
Yeah.
And we didn't mean for that to happen.
Well, I thought this Squid Slayer was going to be quicker at his job, but
Yeah, no, he's had a rough time.
he's had a real rough
I
time.
think
He would have been here 30 minutes ago if he found where we were.
I think things could have worked out a lot better for our squid slaying friend if we had just shot a huge laser beam into the sky and been like, hey, find the big giant yellow laser beam.
I feel like yellow is a hard color to make a laser beam of.
Here we go.
Now,
Hey, I've still had no luck. I think I should just show up way in advance on a future episode and we meet somewhere beforehand and find the location together.
Okay.
So he's a solutions guy. He wants to get right to the solutions. We're not worried about the past. We're worried about the future. How can we make tomorrow a better tomorrow? I like this guy.
Jab's a great guy.
So
You'll hear about me and Jab's adventures next week on the cast, so please stay tuned. We're going to have a lot next week. This week kind of fell apart. We were really busy, but we're going to have a lot next week. We're going to have some bumps. We're going to have some pictures from the con. We're going to have some stories from the con. And we're going to have I'm going to give a full review of AWA. Now, like I said, I've been to this con two or three times now. And this will be my third or fourth time. And I feel like that's enough times to give a full review of a con. So you'll hear the full review here. And I did want to ask everyone, last week I asked you to pick your favorite nameless doll video. Did you? And if so, leave that in the comments. I want to know. Mine obviously is illuminated, like I said. But to make sure we have enough time here, we're going to go, here it is, the teaser trailer for my short film, Intrusor. Please enjoy. Let's cut that music. I want no interruptions for this.
what about your phone?
Yeah, silence your cell phones first, everyone. Shut your door. Tell your mom that she needs to turn her TV down. All right, let's do this. Boom! There you have it. That was the Intrusor teaser trailer. I hope it got your thoughts. I hope it got you guys excited for the film.
I had some thoughts.
You had some thoughts? What were your thoughts, Taylor?
I was thinking about Dalton, the actor.
Oh, yeah?
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Also, it looked really scary.
It's a little spooky. It's actually, I will say, it's a little more emotional than it is spooky. And like I said last week, Dalton really appreciated playing a more emotional role in this. But you'll see more of Intrusor. I wanted to make sure to get that out to you guys. I really had to kind of cram that into my schedule. I was up till 3 a.m. last night trying to finish all my cosplays, and then I had to be up at like 9 a.m. this morning. So we've been running on E, but I'll make sure we'll have a lot for you next week. So please tune in, and don't be shy to tweet me. DM me, send me something. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about. Let me know what you want to hear thoughts on, because I have opinions and I will give them to you. But I think...
What's your Twitter?
Oh, yeah, let's put that up. Oh, I guess we can't put it up. We'll have that for next week. But @DomGoldOfficial will be my Twitter, my Instagram. You'll find a Tumblr that I don't use that often, but if you go on there, obviously you're just going to see me reblogging Dorohedoro stuff. And then you're obviously on the YouTube right now. There's also a Facebook page. So there's a lot of places to reach me, but Twitter and Instagram are my most active places. Instagram will be probably the first place you'll see any cosplay pictures. Twitter, you'll get them second. And Twitter, you'll probably get more behind-the-scenes stuff, and you'll get some more of my ideas and thoughts on things. So turn on those notifications, because obviously we're off to a kind of a rocky start here with the show, but it is still every Wednesday. We've just got a time slot between 5 and 7. But we'll get that hammered down, and you'll know when we go live. And they are pre-recorded, not pre-recorded. They are live recorded and then uploaded to the YouTube page, so you can watch them later. There's a playlist there called the Dom Gold Update, so go ahead and watch it and show your friends. And I think we're trying to implement a Skype call or Discord call of some sorts for the cast, so maybe we can have some of you guys even tune in live. And hopefully we're going to have that Squid Slayer on either next week or the following week, sometime soon. You guys can tweet him @JabYen. I think that's his Twitter. Let me give him that shout out, because he made the trouble to try to make his way all the way out here.
And he did a good job trying.
He did a really good job trying, but sometimes, yeah. So his is @Jab50Yen, and you can tweet him how disappointed you are in him for not showing up. But I think that's all we have for tonight. Thank you for joining us on the Dom Gold Update, and I want to hear your thoughts, so let me know. Have a great night, and happy Halloween.